Alright. I'm back. I'm gonna scarf down some trail mix. Maybe a stub will turn it into an exebula. I don't remember that term at all from Symphonia. Exebula. The trail mix I have, I don't really like because it has. I didn't realize this at the time when I looked at it. When I was deciding which like mix to get out of the bulk section. It has. How long have these chests been here? Those have been there since like the beginning of the game. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't like it that much because it has chocolate chips in it. And it just seems weird to have like, you know, nuts and then like some sort of dried like raisin currant type thing and then chocolate chips. I'm like, not a fan. So I've been eating it slowly, but now it's like I got them before the heat wave and all the chocolate chips melted during the heat wave just sitting on the shelf. And now it's all just like deformed chocolate bits. It's kind of weird.
Are you going out alone?
I don't think that's any of your highness's concern. I want to know how things are in the lower quarter, so I'm just gonna go take a look.
The council has decided to bring formal charges of criminal conspiracy against Alexei. The Knights are currently forming a strategy for re-entering the capital from Dayton Hold.
With all that air in the city, I doubt they'll get very far.
Estelise is with Alexei, isn't she?
How did... So you caught on, huh? I wondered why you didn't bring her up earlier.
What do you intend to do about her?
What do you mean?
All those who carry the Imperial blood possess a certain power. In most of us, it is too faint to be of use, but I have heard that hers is extraordinary. I'm sure it was for this reason that the Council threw their support behind her.
Why are you bringing this up now?
Isn't this current disaster being caused by her power?
So what if it is?
The Knights may have to... You're aware that defeating Alexei may not be enough.
That's not going to happen.
Because you'll do it yourself? Flynn told me about you, that you always try to carry far too much on your own shoulders.
You can tell him that we'll be just fine without the help.
But why?
I thought I told you this isn't your concern.
That sword. Perhaps you are just the person it was waiting for.
That's a valid question, but why? That's a very valid question when you're asking Yuri why he's doing anything.
Keep talking, and I'll try it out on you.
Forgive me.
He's become edgier than his new sword.
Man, could you be any weaker?
I do like that repeat is always around, ever faithful. Ever faithful repeat. Oh, I should have bought ingredients. Do that now. And we can make dog food the whole way. God damn it. Seriously? Fine. Can you make anything that isn't mastered? No?
That's what happens when I get serious.
Yeah. Wait. Do I have to go through the forest? I mean, I guess he would want to avoid Date and Hold. Flynn's probably there for one. There's nothing like running into your ex when you don't wanna.
Alright, who's next? That's what happens when I get serious.
Might holy bottle my way through this. Although it is a good way to learn some skills. $687. $670. Do that. Hey. You failed Salisbury steak? How could you? Can I break through this now? Really? Alright.
Man, could you be any weaker? Alright, who's next? Guardian Field!
Oh, I'm out of steak. Well, no more cooking for me. Man, I could have bought ingredients in Date and Hold too.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. Alright, who's next?
I should have known that wouldn't hit a flying creature.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Alright, I'm using a holy bottle.
Hey, that's... I remember when Estelle ate that Nia fruit. Well, that was quite a face she made. Oh, come to think of it, it's been a long time since we've been on our own, huh, pal? I haven't been feeling like myself, even when I'm fighting. It's like I'm tired all of a sudden. You mind keeping an eye out for a while, Repeat?
What is it, the sword? Is it, are you conflicted? So you've clearly come alone to kill Estelle?
Yuri, you...
Huh?
Idiot!
Huh?
That's not a hammer. I know your default's a hammer. That is not a hammer.
What the? What? Carol?
You brain-dead piece of crap!
Hey, hold on a sec.
You trying to be some stupid lone wolf or something?
Lone wolf? Wait,
Save the excuses for later.
Huh?
For now, you can drop dead.
Whoa!
Such excitement.
Hey there, sunshine. Still living?
Maybe.
Well, it looks like you're awake now. How nice.
Jeez, Repeat. What happened to keeping a lookout?
He led us right to you, like a good boy. He's pretty clever, you know.
Yeah, he told us if we came this way, we'd see the biggest fool in the world.
Wait, did Repeat drug Yuri somehow?
Do you guys know what's going on? Do you really understand what has to happen after this?
You're the one who doesn't understand!
Carol.
You can't... This is one thing you can't just do on your own, Yuri!
What were you trying to prove? How far did you think you'd get without us?
Yuri, even if you leave us behind thinking you don't need us, we're still gonna search the whole world from top to bottom until we find you.
What it boils down to is, it's no fair keeping all the fun and glory to yourself.
Would it hurt for you to believe in us a little bit more? We believe in you, Yuri.
Yeah, I mean, we're your friends!
You got me, guys. All right then. We're all in this together. Until the end.
Aye!
Right!
Duh.
So let's go do this thing.
The way out of the forest is right over there.
Yeah.
I wonder if the world will benefit if Prince Yoder becomes emperor.
Who knows?
What kind of weak answer is that? I thought you'd be at least a little optimistic.
Well, he'll have Flynn around. That should help things a little.
But only a little?
I'm not so wide-eyed and innocent to think that major change is going to happen overnight.
That sounds like you, all right.
I feel like what ends up happening more often than not is like Yoder seems like a cool dude, and Flynn is all idealistic. But I feel like it would end up going down like basically what happened to Flynn, where like you have these ideals, but your hands are tied by the system that's in place, and you can't like completely upheave the system without like massive anarchy and chaos, which is just like hurts a lot of people in the short term. And so it just like it slowly wears you down and it slowly changes you until you become like the pawn of the system. I feel like that's more likely what would happen with Yoda, where like basically nothing will change. Maybe he'll make a few small things here and there, but eventually like the status quo will win in the end. Because I find that like the status quo...
Well, if it isn't the Imperial Knights, I guess they're getting ready to invade the capital.
The status quo tends to win until there is an actual like anarchic upheaval, like an actual like revolution. Otherwise it just tends to be whatever the status quo is.
But it looks like they're at a standstill. I wonder if something's wrong.
Oh yeah. Yuri, wouldn't it be great if Flynn came with us?
Did you forget that he's leading the Knights? I really doubt there's any way he could come with us.
As soon as the scouts return, gather all of the lieutenants. Yuri! Everyone!
But he's specifically called out to Yuri. Interesting.
Thank goodness you're all right. Her Highness must still be in Zaphius, then.
Yeah, for now at least. What are you doing out here?
The Royal Guard has taken up their positions ahead. We're just waiting on the scouts I sent to observe the enemy forces.
Captain, you don't have the time to be speaking with...
No need to worry. We don't plan on staying long.
You're going to the capital too?
Yes.
There's something I'd like to discuss alone with you. Do you mind?
Captain!
It's fine. I'll be back soon. If there are any movements, be sure to notify me. Let's go. Prince Yoder informed me of what's been going on. About Lady Estelise's powers, too. If it really comes down to it, you might have to.
Hey, the whole reason we're going to the capital is to prevent that from happening.
I know that. I'm only talking about the worst-case scenario.
I've already made my choice. Or have you forgotten?
No, I remember.
I'm prepared for the worst, but I'm going in the hope that it can be avoided. What are you going to do?
I've been thinking about this for a long time now. What is a law? What is a crime? Where is the line between right and wrong? After much consideration, I came to the undeniable conclusion that such a clear distinction cannot be made. Even now, my belief that we all need laws hasn't changed. But even so, I cannot bring myself to call you evil. That's why I hoped that we could make a world where we wouldn't have to keep repeating the same mistakes. Yet look at what's happening now.
Then why not come with us? The capital's full of air, so your knights wouldn't be able to enter. But if you come with us, even if we can't get everyone through, we might be able to manage some of them.
Dane Nomos, huh?
Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, so you're going to have to decide for yourself what to do.
Excuse me, sir. A large group of battle machines has emerged from the enemy lines. The numbers are staggering.
What?
How does he have so many of these?
Oh, Yuri! We're in big trouble!
Wouldn't the majority of them been on the Heracles?
How could they have been hiding so many of their forces?
It looks like we're going to have some difficulty breaking through that.
Some? No, that's gonna be brutal. By the time we get to the capital, we'll already be half dead.
It's not like we have to face those things head on. Patty, do you see any way around them?
There's nothing but enemies anywhere I look. I have a feeling it might be impossible.
But we're so close to the capital.
They've started to move. They're coming this way.
Hey, shouldn't we withdraw back to the hold?
Captain.
Yuri, are you going to the capital to stop Alexei? And to save Her Highness?
Yeah.
Then, no matter how this ends, I believe that what you've decided is the best possible outcome.
Flynn.
You should go. Knights! An enemy battalion stands before us, and Alexei lies in wait behind them. I won't tell you this will be easy, and I understand if you want to flee. But I want you to remember what it is that we must do, what it is that we're protecting. We're knights. With our swords, we protect the people. I will not force any of you to fight, but if you share the same spirit as I do, then let us fight this battle together!
Flynn really is amazing!
Imperial Knights, straight ahead!
That must have been a great feeling to like
capital.
Be in like an army and then like your general gives like this crazy like huge morale boosting speech to like get everyone's blood boiling for the battle. And like you can be as jaded as you want, but like mob mentality is like pretty powerful. You tend to feel the energy. Like, if you're surrounded by a ton of people who are excited, you tend to feel it.
A double sigh?
Knock it off.
We have to make up our minds about Estelle. From what people who fled from the capital said, it's probably already too late.
Stop it. Don't say that.
I think Yuri has decided where he stands already.
How would you know that?
You mean the reason he tried to go alone was...
We have to make up our minds, too.
I know what we have to do, but still.
Now, General's a fat and lazy, sit behind the desk. Yeah, this is like in the days of like actual like melee combat. There's a particular quote that I've remembered for
Don't just stand there whining.
I guess like 20 years, because it's from the Lord of the Rings, like special edition, like the extra stuff. I can't remember who says it exactly, but they say the like I can't remember the exact word. Like it's like the chivalry or the romanticism or the honor of warfare is lost when you can deal death at a distance, because they talk about the difference between like modern warfare with guns and like old medieval warfare where like you have swords and like there's bows, but you have swords and armor and spears, and like you gotta like look them in the face. You gotta be like right there in front of them, killing your enemy. No, she said nobility. The nobility of warfare is lost when you can deal death at a distance. I've always remembered that particular like sentence. These are beefy. Granted, I'm never using the best weapons.
Not too shabby for an old man, right?
Oh, I can't. Can I go back and buy ingredients?
I can do even better than this.
Do I-
Hey,
What's up, old man?
Can I go back to the hold at least?
You know, about Estelle. We're all floating in the same boat, right? Care to share?
I'm not sure I won't lose my nerve if I start talking about it now. You're just gonna have to bear with me till the time comes.
You're prepared to do what's necessary, but you haven't given up hope.
That about sums it up.
I guess that's your style. But don't try to take it all on by yourself, all right?
It's weird hearing kind words from you, Raven.
True enough.
Like the Napoleonic Wars was the last time we had any sense of that. Yeah, it seems like it. Let's see if I can go back to the hold. I remember one particular teacher. He was like social studies / history class. It was always called social studies until like actual high school. I really hope it lets me in because I really want to buy ingredients and stuff. Oh my god. He had such a hard-on for Napoleon. We spent so long on Napoleon. It was ridiculous. Like, he had to, like, cut down different parts of the rest of the course because he spent so fucking long talking about Napoleon. And it was just like, ugh. But then, like, at the same time, his, like, view of, like, medieval warfare was, like, the most idiotic, cartoonish thing I'd ever fucking heard. Because he's like, fighting wars today isn't like back then where it's like you would have like appointments and be like, oh yeah, sorry, you know, we're a little bit late, you know, let's fight tomorrow. And I was just like, you're an idiot. Yeah, there might have been a sense of like etiquette and honor. Oh, that's right. These older places barely sell any ingredients. Well, sandwiches for everyone, I guess. It's like I remember his main point was like, you know, in modern wars, it's like we don't like agree to fight at like certain locations and stuff. It's like they didn't agree to fight at certain locations. Like maybe occasionally that happened. I'm sure that happened a few times, but that was not like the default. I don't believe for a second that was ever like the default. Oh yeah, I need to make bows. That's the thing. Everyone has lots of stuff except for Raven. He has it equipped. Well, he's done with the transform bow. I can't make more of. Alright, I have bows. That's all I care about. How bad weather could cancel a war. The flabbergasted me in the bad weather almost made D-Day not happen. Thinking bad weather would stop battle nowadays is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's like a different story. And like, if everyone's like in metal armor and suddenly it's like pouring rain and it's just gonna be muddy ground everywhere. Like, suddenly, if you're the fighting force that has like, say, less archers, if you're going into like if they have an archer heavy thing, that weather is gonna fuck you over completely. Because it's gonna slow down your knights. They're probably gonna like slip and fall and trip and... Because when you got heavy armor clambering into like wet ground, it's gonna get... It just turns to mud. It probably I think it turns to mud even without rain, because there's so much like foot traffic. But yeah, like that teacher, I hated that teacher. He was terrible. This whole idea that like, oh, will like agree to me, and I was like, maybe it's because people moved by horseback at maximum speed, and therefore knowing where other people's armies were was a hell of a lot easier. Because you could track their movement pretty easily. So you choose where to fight them based on terrain, maybe. This was like grade 8, and even I understood, like, that's a dumb, you were a dumb teacher.
This is so horrible.
overgrown. It's gotta be the air.
It's so dense. Too much of this stuff would kill anybody.
We'd definitely be in trouble without that sword.
Yeah, stick close to me. Especially you, old man.
Hey, I've been on pins and needles since we got here. Hold my hand, would you?
Give me a break.
Hold my hand. I'm not letting you run away anymore, Yuri.
Give it a rest. I'm not going off by myself anymore.
Look! Monsters got in here!
How? The barrier is back up and running fine.
They look like they're going crazy, like the ones we saw back at Cave Mock.
Yuri, what is it?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Let's go. We can't keep Estelle waiting.
I bet you those are people.
The lower quarters at the bottom of that slope. It's his home.
It looks like it's been overrun by the plants.
Now I'm like running through memories of that class, and that class
The
sucked.
capital's like this, and Estelle's power's been released. The world might be done for.
Oh, the gloom! Rita, darling, how can you be so gloomy?
Okay, first, never call me darling. Second, excuse me for not being as optimistic as you.
Hey now, old Raven's not without his own worries.
Oh, really?
Sure, but what's the point of getting all down? We're doing all we can to make this work out, right? You just gotta believe in yourself. Wait, that's basically a Rita trademark, ain't it?
Okay, fine, you're right. Oh, how could I let you outsmart me?
There now, there's hope for the world yet. As long as our little genius doesn't lose that attitude.
Yeah. But man, I hated that class.
This one's pretty tough.
You want to run away?
It was one of those classes where like there was a particular classmate. You know, over the years, he ended up being in a lot of my classes. He wanted to sit next to me because he always had trouble, and I always had good grades and whatever. So he was like, I need help. But what would happen is he would sit behind me, and then he'd be like, "What did you say? I missed that. Did you say that?" And he would like call my name, and he'd like whisper me from behind all the time. And he's like, "I missed that. What did you say? What happened?" And I'm like, if you can't hear, like, sit closer, first of all. Like you're sitting in the very back corner. Like, if you really want to pay attention in class, like, fucking sit closer.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Like, the only desks that were clear were, like, a couple in front of us. Because we were on, like, the side. And, like, all the time, he would just, like... He would, like, call my name and be like, hey, what was that? What's that? And then he would keep talking, and then I would fucking miss shit. And because my name is being said, the teacher thinks I'm talking for some reason. Like, I'm saying my own name. So I would constantly get in trouble because the guy behind me won't shut up. And it didn't matter where I would try sitting, he would always sit behind me. I could sit somewhere else and he would try sitting next to me. Like, no matter what. And it was always behind me. Because I was just, ugh. It was a combination of those two. I was like, God, I hate this. I hate this so much.
You think he could stand to be a little less cold and prickly all the time?
It also blows my mind how dumb that teacher
he's
was.
worried about the lower quarter, and we all want to wring Alexei's neck. But still...
Oh, I'd say it's all right from time to time.
What's all right about it?
The fact that he acts like this, knowing the tension it causes, is a sign that he's softened. The old Yuri would never have let us see that he was upset about something.
Oh, snap.
It's hard to stay emotional when your friends analyze you like you weren't even there.
Like, okay, okay. I just need to pose this one particular question about that teacher. How can you think, like, if you hear a certain student's name being said, how can you think that that particular student with the name that's being said is the one that's talking, and you tell them to be quiet? Let's say their name is Thomas. Let's say you hear someone go, Thomas, blah, 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 Thomas. And then you go, Thomas, be quiet. Like, that's like an old, that's almost like a, that's like an old, like, movie trope.
Will save us.
But that legit happened to me in real life. It's like, Thomas, be quiet. Because they hear Thomas's name. How can they possibly legitimately think that Thomas is the one that's talking? How can they legitimately think that the student's name that they're hearing is the student that is talking because people will just say their own name? It boggled my mind, and it happened multiple times. Because my name was constantly being said by the guy behind me, and I was just ignoring him. And then I'm the one that gets told to be quiet, and I'm the one that gets in trouble. I was like, I would just sit there and like dead stare at the teacher to be like,
What's the secret of your strength?
serious? Like, I wouldn't even say anything. I would just stare, like, seriously?
Cool. I'll do that too. Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind. How could you possibly think that you're that interpret?
This one's pretty tough. You want to run away?
God, I swear. I was definitely that child at a very early age where I'm like, adults are not smart by default. Just because they're older doesn't mean they're smarter. There were a lot of things. Like I didn't like being a kid. I'm not gonna lie. There's some things I liked, like not having to work.
I gotta try and keep up.
You know. But overall, I would much rather be an adult than a kid. Holy shit. Just because, like, there are a number of things, like teacher things, parenting things, where I'm like, this is monumentally stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
He's taken on his own share of burdens, so we can focus on rescuing Estelle. Still, it must be hard for you.
I'll carry his resolve with me.
Good. I'm sure we can save Estelle then.
Now I can't currently... Ooh, frame perfect stun. I can't currently remember any other, like, particular instances that I'm thinking of. Because I've mostly forgotten all of it. But, like, I do remember having the flabbergasted, like I'm having right now, where I'm, like, completely flabbergasted at the thought process that is occurring. And being like, how can you possibly think this? You would have to be a monumental dumbass.
Blade of noble light, overpower even indestructible evil.
Who's next? Come here.
You're gone. There's no way we're gonna lose.
Finish that one.
Perfect.
He has a lot of skills. I should also check and see if the cooking is mastered. The cooking is mastered. The steak's the only other thing, right? Yeah. Skills. Skill. That's the same. I should probably just go with this because it's the same. I don't think she has any weaker weapons in this. Man, can't check the lower quarter.
This doesn't look good.
Don't just stand there whining.
So beefy. I probably should have bought like orange shells and shit.
Man, I want some more.
Well, I think I bought some. I'm pretty sure I did.
Knights are somewhat useful, I guess.
Somewhat? Careful, you'll make Flynn cry.
Well, it's a pretty big compliment coming from Rita.
I'd say they're kicking a lot of butt out there.
Yeah, they're risking their lives to do their duty. Let's enter the capital while we can.
Right. We'll save Estelle and defeat Alexei. Their fight will not be in vain. Come on.
Indeed.
Damn, it shut up tight.
Look up there. I might be able to squeeze through.
Nice. You can go through there and open it from the other side.
We're counting on you!
It looks like you could squeeze through any of the bars.
Hey, we're out of time. Why don't we just blow it open?
Just because there's nobody out here doesn't mean nobody's in there. It'd be a pain if we were discovered.
The air is all over the city, isn't it? It's gotta be in the castle, too.
Alexei must have taken some sort of precautions against that.
Oh, Carol did it!
Got it. Everybody hurry.
Good work. Okay, this is it, folks.
Just gonna double check there isn't like a side bit with a chest. No, okay.
Huh? There's no air in here.
He must have figured out how to use Estelle's power to do this.
It may have been that the outer barrier was to keep the air in.
That hunch you had is looking more likely by the minute, old man. We're gonna have company before long.
Why is it I'm only ever right about the bad stuff happening?
If you only think negatively, only bad stuff's going to happen. So just think positively.
Well said. I'm sure you're right about that.
I've always thought of myself as an optimist, to be honest.
It's not like saying that now's gonna change anything. We gotta brace ourselves and push forward.
Yeah, those bogus knights who've sided up with the bad guys don't stand a chance.
Aye!
It's too bad in a way. I finally get to see the castle, but not for the reason I was hoping.
Checking for like a save point or something. Don't want to miss any save points. Last time we were here, castle was pretty big. Imagine that's still true. I head out here when I try the Endwalker Ben March. Wait, does an Endwalker benchmark? I said Ben March. Alright, see you later, Soryu. Alright, I'm being somewhat directed. I imagine this castle is fucking huge, though. Just came out a couple hours ago. Nice. Oh yeah, I do remember this bit.
This one's pretty tough.
You want to run away?
I'll blow you away!
God damn it. Oh my god, I tried so hard right at the end. I was like, oh, I should Mr. Gart. Like, I did that against after the first combo, and it just didn't come out. I hate it when that happens. It's like I delay like just long enough for it to not work. I didn't really need to overlimit, but it kind of felt like it.
They know each other way
Crush.
too well.
Oh, he's gonna have like an altered one for every element, isn't he? Nothing or Crucible. Neat. Those can't possibly be learned. Nice. Now I have to check everywhere for weapons. That can't possibly be learned and then, like, used separately like other ones, can they? Like, how would you choose which burst you do? It would just have to be based on what skills you have currently, right? Right? Guilty murder, trans murder, high knight, bishop. Okay. Bye. Also, I should be killing the caster. Although they haven't really been doing spells, they're just clubbing us. I think it's weak to down.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Nice. Did I have that already? Oh, I had that already. God damn it. It's a strong bow, though. Moonguard. This is gonna be just like the manor where I just have to check. I just have to like walk into everything to make sure there isn't like a thing in that box or a thing on that rack.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Watch out. This one's okay. That wasn't too bad.
I don't know which weakness they have. It's either up or down. And the heavens of the power of the ring, when all 8 wings are spread, a circle of light shall shine above the child of the full moon, and the 4th door shall open. The power of the ring. Light wings are spread. Okay. I don't have to like check all the bosses and shit, do I? I'm not gonna. They may have a thing, I ain't checking.
Hold on. Someone's there.
This is Zoggy again. Oh.
What the? Yuri? Oh, it's Yuri! Huh? Hanks?
Who? We really didn't spend any time in lower quarter, so like...
Hanks, everyone, you're all okay.
We don't really know anyone in lower quarter.
Hey, that's my line.
I guess he's the one guy that like had plot relevant things to say.
Why are you inside the castle?
Yeah, you all too.
Yes, well, Sir Flynn ordered me to lead the evacuation of the citizens. However, I realized that the inhabitants of the lower quarter were nowhere to be found. It wasn't part of my orders, but you see...
The exit collapsed, and a strange fog covered the ground. We were in quite a fix. Thanks to these knights, we escaped the fog and came here. They saved our lives.
I am prepared to receive punishment for violating my orders.
I say, we will take the same punishment.
Punishment? I'm just an old man, boys. Anyway, isn't it the duty of the knights to protect the citizens? You did well.
What does that have to do with you being an old man?
This is an honor. Captain Raven.
Oh, right. He's their I forgot he's their captain.
Don't call me captain. I'm just Raven.
Sir, I apologize, Sir Just Raven.
Looks like somebody respects you.
I never would have believed it.
Guess you can't judge a book by its cover.
This is great, Yuri.
Huh. I forgot how tough everyone was. What was I worried about?
I don't know why, Yuri, but you look happier than I've ever seen you before.
Yeah, she's right.
Did you see the former commandant?
Sir, no sir, but we overheard the royal guard outside. Something about the sword stair?
The sword stair?
That really tall thing we got blasted off of.
So that means he's still up there.
Sounds like smoke and scoundrels both like high places.
The problem is, only important people can get to the sword stair. There's some special mechanism.
I can take care of locks. Rita can take care of formulas. We can do it.
You said it. Hanks, all of you should stay here and hide. Let's go.
Isn't this great? Now everyone in the lower quarter is safe.
Yeah. Now all that's left is crushing Alexei and saving Estelle.
You must be so proud that your men are finally doing some actual work.
I've tried to tell you, I don't have any men.
There was a real sparkle in their eyes when they were looking at you, old man.
How can someone respected by so many be so cold to his friends?
All right, Raven's starting to think he's had about enough of these shenanigans.
First things first, we saved. Second thing second, I see a fortune's market, whoever in the corner. Yeah. Orange gels, please. Ooh. I have money. I can actually afford these things. You know what? I already found a Capria. I bet you I'm just gonna end up finding all these. And it's just gonna be a waste of money. 2, 3. I don't really value magic defense. Maybe I should. I mean, that's pretty good. You get resistance to 4 elements and high magic defense. I mean, I'll have a few, but by default they're gonna wear this. If I'm like in a boss fight and it ends up being that a lot of magic is being thrown at me, then I should probably. I'm already out of money. Fuck! I'm always out of fucking money. Always. Alright. Oh, I have 11. I have 11 Night Swords. I can sell a few of those. I'm probably being a little bit wasteful because, like, some of these do get synthesized into other things. But it's just easier just to keep one of each. Alright, that's what I just bought. That's what I just bought. Just bought that. Alright, I got plenty of shit to sell for money. This is fine. Everything's fine. I haven't even started in this. I'm not gonna unless I need more money. One more of those. One of those. The fact that this is here means we are gonna save Estelle and we're gonna have her in combat. The game basically told me what's gonna happen. Get one of those for the sake of it. You know, I'm just gonna max this out. I usually like to leave a couple in case they get some as loot, but I don't care right now. Just max out the food so I can cook as much as possible. Okay. Should I synthesize? I don't know. But before I do anything else, I very desperately need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.